Hi crafty friend, it's me, Justine Dvorak from Stationery by Justine, where when I craft, my world stands still. Today I'm going to do another stash challenge and use a stamp set that I've had in my stash not too long, but my stash challenge for this part would be my pattern paper. I've had that cream heart pattern paper for probably 2 or 3 years. I love it, and I wanted to make a happy Valentine's-y bingo themed card, which is like all in my alley, basically. I love bingo. I love going to bingo with my mom. I like going with one of my coworkers. It's just such a fun time. So I wanted to celebrate that by making a Valentine's Day themed bingo card, and I maybe even will give it to that coworker. I know she loves going to bingo as well. So this bingo set the stamp is from the Game Night collection from Pajama Crafter Stamps. I'm going to color in the bingo free space and the words. I'm going to make each of these bingo cards identical, but everything is very delicate and small here. So I'm just going to be very delicate and gentle as I'm going around all of these letters and trying not to make any mistakes. I do have a little bit of a mistake on one of the bingo balls that I'm going to color here at the end. So I'll show you a workaround to fix that. Another fun part of this stamp set are all of the sentiments, but also there is a deck of cards, or like a hand of cards kind of fanned out. I do like using that as well. And this stamp set does have a coordinating die, so if that is something you're looking for, you can definitely get the bundle and save a little bit if you are shopping Pajama Crafter Stamps. Now I'm going to take R20, I think I forgot to put the cap up for this one, and just color all of the numbers of my bingo card. I really just wanted to coordinate my stamped images here with my pattern paper, and I just love doing my little stash challenges recently. I've been having lots of fun with my craft supplies, bringing in something new and using something old in my stash, and just making fun art and having a blast. Then with this card, I'm also going to add some fun embellishments. So have you organized your embellishments recently? I've been trying to get things a little bit more organized in my craft room. I've been doing some destashing. Basically, if I can see my supplies, I will use them. If I don't see them, I'm probably not going to use them. So we're going to make sure that I can see them. So I've been trying to figure out the best way to sort my embellishments out. I'm kind of thinking like a tackle box might be the right way for me to do it, but I'm not sure. So you tell me what you do with your embellishments in the comments, and maybe we can help each other out here. I'm going to take this color, which was R59. I think it got cut off here, but that was R59, and just go around the edges. This will give the bingo card a very defined edge, and it will stand out from the cream pattern paper nicely, and it will match that dark heart that I have on my pattern paper. I'm going to go ahead and use the other tip. I felt like my paper might be a little bit sharp and cutting into my brush tip, so I just wanted to use the other side because it's a little bit more firm. I am using the wonderful paper from Pajama Crafter Stamps. That's the Marshmallow. It is so smooth and really easy to blend with Copic markers. I know today I'm not blending anything, which is a little bit different, but the markers do really well with this paper. So all in all, I'm very, very happy with how that has turned out. Then we're going to do these little balls. Now, these could be pool balls. They could also be bingo balls. I know usually with bingo, they have, like if it was 18, it would be I-18. But we're just going to pretend that these are bingo balls for the sake of this video. I'm going to color the first one with RV29 and then still use the other two colors here. That was R59 and R20. Just some nice red tones to match that pattern paper. I would love to know if you celebrate Valentine's Day. So if you do, let me know in the comments. It's right around the corner, so I figured I would post one more video with the Valentine's theme here at the end of January before Valentine's Day. I bet if you wanted to go ahead and recreate this, you could before Valentine's Day. Now I did use a little bit of white gel pen there just to cover up. I did go a little bit heavy with that red on the 8. It was very teeny tiny, but I made it work, and I covered up my little mistake with white gel pen. So if a spot is too small that your colorless blender really won't get into that space, I definitely recommend grabbing a white gel pen and just coloring over it very gently. It does the job. Then this R20 is a blush color. That one I always use for cheeks on little characters. It definitely is a warm tone red. Now, for whatever reason on camera, this is looking really dark on this number 1 ball, but it isn't as dark as it's seeming. But I'm so glad I have long nails again because I can hold things finally without my fingers getting full of ink and stuff. I mean, they're still getting messy and everything, don't worry, but it's definitely what I'm used to. So hooray for my long nails. Alright, now that I have all of my bingo balls colored, I'm going to position them on my card so they are looking like they're scattered. Effortlessly scattered, right? Just like the perfect hairdo. You want your tendrils effortlessly curled and such. So I'm going to do that here. But I did see a little bit of some places where I could touch up. So there we go. They're all ready. So I'm going to put 2 of the bingo balls on one side and then 2 and then 1 on the other. So that darker one I figured looks good all by itself. It is kind of standing out, so I wanted it to be able to not be too heavy there. Whoa, what's that? Press and seal. Yep, it's press and seal. I'm pulling that out again. Getting everything glued in the right spot is super easy with press and seal. I used to use this all the time when I used to do card kits from Spellbinders, but that isn't my monthly routine anymore, so I haven't pulled this out in a long time. But the press and seal is so nice when you have your stamped images or die cut pieces in the perfect spot, and when you go to glue them, you want them in the perfect spot. You don't want them shifted or flipped around or anything crazy, and the press and seal it's where it's at. I'm just saying. You can also use it in the kitchen. This is not an ad for press and seal, I promise, but it is very handy to have in the craft room, so I enjoy using it. I will use a little bit of liquid glue for some of the pieces, but once they're in place, it's way easier. As you can see, that just lifts up. I press it down and then peel up. Yes, that little bingo ball did come up, but I can glue him right back down where he belongs. There we go. Now it's time to embellish. That looks great as it is, but I like bling. So I'm going to use Tickled Pink. These are from Pajama Crafter Stamps, and I will just adhere them on. Now I like bling, like I just said, so I'm going to do quite a lot. And I think life is better with some sparkle, so why not bling it up? I think I have 11 little glue dots there. So I'm going to go in and add those, and my card will be all finished. So let me know what you think about this one in the comments. And if you remake this card, maybe with something else in your stash, with some pattern paper, or maybe a different stamp from, maybe it's the deck of cards, or maybe it's the car, I would love to see your finished makes. So pop those over on the Pajama Crafter Friends Facebook group and also the Stationery Maker group on Facebook. Let's see those finished cards. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.